Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. Today we are going to attempt to take apart our Kansept knives, OD 21 or ODD 21, and see if we can get some skiff bearings in it. I'm not sure if I'm going to have the right size skiffs. I've got some 1/16. I don't know if these are going to need 3/64 or 1/16, but the only way to know is to get into it. And it's got 8mm pivot. It does have a double-sided, so I do have my little skiff, little finger wrench if I need it. But before I get started, I want to say thank you to all the channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. I want to say thank you to anyone who subscribes to the channel, and I appreciate you for coming in and watching content and taking the time to subscribe. And just for anyone who comes in and checks out the knife and EDC content, I'm just glad you're here. I know it takes time to come watch knife and EDC content, and I know you've got a lot of choices. I think this is going to be the side that screws out. And I'm glad you're here. So thank you. So we're going to take our pivot out. And our, let's see what we got here. All right. So we do have a bigger, that's kind of odd. That bearing is much bigger than the actual pivot. I don't know if you can tell that. But let's see what this is. It is a 1/16, perfect. So let's see what the real pivot size is. 5mm. I think that is going to be perfect. Now, we're going to do this. Take this side out. Got an internal stop pin, which is very cool. All right. So, first thing I'm going to do is get my KPL original. Put a little drop here. That track. And I'm not sure because these are a totally different size how they're going to work, but we're going to see. All right, now we want to take a little KPL heavy. Put a little splurge of that on our detent ball. Grab one more 1/16 bearing out of my little sample case here from Skiff. Alright, now comes the tricky. Is this going to, whoops. Is this going to fit right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my back spacer. I'm going to take this screw I'm going to see if I can get it started. Alright. Now I'll take this pin Snap that together. Now again, not sure because the diameter of these bearings no side to side. Guys, I'd say that's a lot. Got our skiff switched out. We were dealing with a much wider bearing than we had a pivot. Those things were slopping around on there. So luckily we were able to switch those out. And we switched them out with some 5mm by 1/16 is the size that this Tuya ODD takes. 5mm by 1/16, even though the bearings that came out of it were closer to 1/4 of an inch, which shows you that you don't have to have perfectly sized bearings, or that necessarily perfectly sized bearings will come in your knife, but it's always good to check. And that is a full swap out, guys, with the Tuya ODD. Now it's wearing Skiff Bearings. You've got a flipper action, you got a top flipper action. I won't be able to get it because my finger's wet. But you can also middle finger flick that if you catch it just right. Let me write what these bearings came out of in case I ever need to swap them back. ODD21. Alright guys, I appreciate y'all taking the time to watch me not struggle this time as much with the knife. I want to thank Get Good Screw for hooking me up with the killer driver. I use it for all my disassemblies. I want to thank Skiff Bearings for always being a great supporter and hooking me up with bearings from time to time to put in knives and show you guys. And I want to mainly thank you guys for stopping to watch, because without you guys there'd be no need for me to even make content. But I do ask a couple of things of you. If you're so inclined, hit the like button. If you hadn't had a chance yet, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. It helps me out and it'll keep you notified. But most importantly, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your hearts. And always choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Have a great day. Peace.